looking for the sports gem.
Alrighty, well, happy Friday. The Friday green streak continues today. We had a great day trading. It was kind of a scratch for swing trades, but if you missed us live, be sure to check out our new live streaming channel, Weenie Trades Live. Weenie Trades Live. Our best trade of the day that I really want to talk about is D-Dog. And D-Dog, we had it on our radar for a big breakout. And the reason for that is, look at this breakup candle right here from 90 all the way to 107, 108. And so after we hit that 108, we just went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole week of trading inside this range between 108 and all the way as low as 98. So that's a pretty wide $10 range. But we're looking for a breakout because one way it's going to break out. So this is an hourly bull flag. We're just caught right inside of this range. And right over here, over 108, I started getting my alerts triggered. And that's why I was on my radar to look for the breakout. So we have this nice move up. That creates the flagpole. Then we have this nice consolidation. And we went ahead and went long on D-Dog just over 108. And we got a nice push up, and we got a nice pullback. And I was targeting at least a partial for 109 and an ultimate target of at least 110. So then we got a nice pull down, and then on this candle, once we started coming out, proving it as a support, I don't want to buy this red candle. I don't want to buy this green candle. I want to buy this green candle. We got a nice push up, and I was able to get a nice partial out there for about 109. Then I was just holding my second contract, and we got this nice good triangle pattern, but then the triangle pattern broke down, but the volume wasn't too much. It showed that there weren't too many people wanting to sell it. The bid was really stepping up, showing me that buyers really want to buy the stock, and the sellers just weren't being super aggressive. My stop was just below 107, so we were like 25 cents away from that hitting, 20 cents. But we started to push up, and then this was pretty interesting. Look at this volume right here on this candle. We reclaimed 108. This volume candle was a little bit suspect. Like, there's a lot of participation on this minute of the day, and that kind of caught my eye, thinking maybe I want to add back into D-Dog. And so we did just that. And just over here, once we broke this 108.60 resistance right here, because you got to kind of anticipate where the short sellers have their stops. If I'm short the stock, I wouldn't want it breaking 108.60 if I wanted it to come down to 105 or something like that. So what I did was, since a lot of short sellers probably have their stops there, I went ahead and bought right there. And then we got this nice extended push up. And so we had ended up peeling off profits right at about 109.80. And then we reached my 110 target, and I took off my last contract right at about 110. But then we started to really base out, and I was like, oh boy, I probably sold D-Dog too soon. And boy, did I definitely sell D-Dog too soon. So if we look at our day trading day today, D-Dog, we made a good $153 on it, but we sold our contracts right at about 3.6. The contracts are now going for 6.45 and 5.2. That's an extra $1,400 if I can just hold through. But it's always tough to hold. You're always either giving back profits or increasing losses. So what we did was, to ride D-Dog still with lower volatility, what we did was we got a debit spread. And what we did was, since we're probably going to hit something like 120 next week based on the extension of the bull flag, so we moved up 20%, you can expect a similar move from the breakout. And that'll put us right at about the 120 area. Maybe it'll go past 120. I don't really need to ride it for that long. I don't need to be too greedy. But what we did was we reloaded with a D-Dog 115/116 call debit spread. And the spreads are super wide on this. I don't think this is showing the correct price. This price really should be about 45, 40, 45. So we'll see how that goes. But D-Dog, we have those debit spreads, and we're going to be looking out for a much bigger breakout on D-Dog over the next coming days, and looking to take profits into 120 on D-Dog. The reason D-Dog was so explosive today was because we had multiple concepts converging. We had a daily bull flag, we had an hourly bull flag, we had a 1-minute bull flag, as you can see that this 1-minute bull flag move up, sideways consolidation, and then we had the all-time high breakout. When you have all these multiple concepts converging, that lets you know that it's time to put on risk. This is the time. You need to make money when the setups and probabilities are in your favor. That's how you're going to make a good living off of trading. So you need to risk a lot and hold quite a bit longer. So something I can work on is I need to hold a bit longer next time and not take those weenie profits of $150 just because it was 2R. Yes, most of the time these do sell off, but because we have these multiple concepts converging, that's why D-Dog is having such an explosive breakout. 10+% on a mid to large cap is pretty huge. Our next trade of the day was kind of a dud. It was on APHA, and as you know, the MJ sector has been doing really well. For a potential Biden win, I don't really care who wins. I just want to know where to put my money and what's a good trade coming up. And APHA, we had a nice dump in the morning, held support, higher low, flat top resistance. I should have went long over 567, but I didn't. We got the breakout, and then we got the back test right here at about 575. And so what I was doing is I was going long on APHA just over 577, looking for a move up to at least 6, but probably, 615. But and I was risking just off of this 572 level, got a bounce, stop held, stop held, stop held, and right about here at the bottom of this wick, I got filled on APHA for a small expense trade of $13. And so that was just a small little trade, little dud. Another trade we took today was on BABA, and BABA, as you know, we had a swing trade going on because it had broke the all-time highs just yesterday from this bull flag, and so we were looking for an entry today, especially when it's gapping into a support area. So BABA formed this nice little consolidation range early in the day, and right over here, over 299.24, we went ahead and got long. Look, wick, down, sell off, sell off. That tells you this level is important. If we break it, the short sellers should start to feel some pressure. So we went ahead and got long on BABA just at about 299.24. And we got this nice push up, and I just took my sell profit right at about 300. 300 is going to be psychological. You don't know how big of a reaction you're going to get from there. Plus, there's near the low of the day yesterday, so that's going to also be resistance if we mark that out for you. The low of the day of the prior day, if you're gapping down, is usually going to be resistance, kind of filling the gap, but BABA filled the entire gap, so I definitely could have held a bit longer, got an extra $150, $200, but it is what it is. Profit is profit, although you do have to make more on your winning trades than lose on your losing trades if you want to be here in the long run. So that kind of wraps up the day trading for the day. On the swing trades, we took profits on SQ. We just had this morning dump, and we just started to really sell off. And once I saw that this upper wick was selling off, I went ahead and took profits on my call debit spread. And then later, SQ started to really push up. We also had another call debit spread, and we had this nice good triangle breakout. Look, lows are getting higher, flat top resistance at 185.60. Got a nice breakout from 185.60, quick back test, and then extended push. And we actually pretty much nailed the top right here. We got out at 186.75 on SQ, and that was a nice revenue trade of 65 into 142 based on the hourly bull flag on SQ. So that was SQ. We are still riding just one little small debit spread, 185/187.50, and that should hit and come to fruition in time. Another swing stop out that we had to take was Beyond. Beyond, we had an in-out spread, 192.5/195. Got a nice pull down, and then we came underneath support right at about 193.40. And that was unfortunate, but we had to take that hit. That was an annoying expense trade, 144 into 75 on BYND. Our last swing exit was on BABA. We also had an in-out spread. In BABA, we were forming the support on this former breakout area just over 301. And we kept bouncing. But then once we started to break down and then put in a little 1-minute bear flag, I went ahead and took a small loss on that in-out debit spread on BABA. Moving forward on the SPY, SPY is extremely extended. I'm not trying to short it yet, but I'm not going to be taking any more bullish positions. We've had no consolidation on the 4-hour time frame, which is very dangerous, which means when there is a sell-off, there's going to be a pretty big one. We haven't even gotten sideways enough on the hourly chart. So look for a deeper pullback if SPY starts to sell off. Otherwise, the trend is your friend. It still could go up. Watch 347.70. We might even touch as high as 350, but I doubt we touch 350. And look for a decent sell-off, maybe to 343 area on SPY. So what did you trade today? What are you looking for tomorrow? What are you looking for to swing trade over the weekend or next week? What are you looking to invest in? Let me know. Did you catch the Weenie Trades live? Do you know about the Discord chat? Leave it all in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.